Ik bin, je suis, yo soy, watashi wa, nanun ego sum. I am Chris, and this is Chris in English. And today I want to know, are you still hungry? I'm still hungry. Good morning, my papa. Good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well. I hope your football team won last night. I don't know who you were for last night, but I hope they won. We're still doing Thanksgiving. We've got Thanksgiving in a week and a half. It's the most delicious time of the year here in the United States. And I intend to get my feast on, regardless of stupid coronavirus. You heard me. I'm going to eat on Thanksgiving Day. On this day in history, this was fascinating to me. I know about Queen Elizabeth I. She's an important figure in history. I did not know until I read it this morning that today, on this date, November 17, in 1558, Queen Elizabeth I took the throne. She became the Queen of both England and Ireland. Way to go, Liz. Yeah. So basically what happened was 9 years after Edward VI was born, Henry VIII, the king, died. Edward VI became king. But he was always a sickly little boy and became a sickly teenager. He died at the age of 15. His cousin, Lady Jane Grey, became the queen. But 9 days after that, people caught her and killed her. They cut off her head. And that's when we got Bloody Mary. Mary, Queen of Scots, became the Queen of England, and a lot of people died. And then Elizabeth took over after that. Why is this interesting to me? Well, this is a story about succession of power, and people died. Yeah, people died just trying to run a government. And as much as I complain about the United States government these last couple months, years, I do want to say that it's better than having people beheaded. Right? We might be losing our collective heads, but nobody is losing their individual head. And I think that's a good thing to say about our modern political systems. Let's do some birthdays. Happy birthday to Lee Strasberg, born in 1901. You guys don't know Lee Strasberg, but I know Lee Strasberg. Lee Strasberg was an acting coach in his life. This is Bubba. Bubba decided she wanted to be on Instagram today. Bubba, say hi. No, don't hide. Okay. All right, she wants to be on Instagram. We'll let her be on Instagram. She'll be right behind me. Lee Strasberg was an acting coach from Austria. And he helped actors access their personal emotions in order to portray their characters. He helped train people like Marlon Brando. And he was actually an actor himself who was in Godfather Part 2 somewhere in the night. Yeah, happy birthday, Lee Strasberg. Happy birthday, 1925. Happy birthday, Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson was an American actor, very popular, very important American actor. He did comedies like Pillow Talk. He did dramas like A Farewell to Arms. Hello, Nemo. Good to see you, sir. And he did action adventure like Ice Station Zebra. If you haven't seen Ice Station Zebra, you should. And then immediately you should watch Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Trust me. Yeah. Rock Hudson is an important actor in the United States. He was one of the first American celebrities to contract AIDS and who died from AIDS. And he was such a popular and important American actor that this caused America to have to pay attention to the AIDS crisis. So, happy birthday, Mr. Rock Hudson. Happy birthday, 1942, Mr. Martin Scorsese. He almost made he almost made very special birthday today, because Martin Scorsese is one of the most important American film directors. He directed movies like Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, The Departed with everybody's favorite Leonardo DiCaprio, and Goodfellas. Goodfellas. Yeah, you know, with Joe Pesci going crazy on everybody. Happy birthday, Mr. Martin Scorsese. Also, here's another good birthday. I got a moth, I got a dog, I've got a moth. I'm just full of animals today. Another happy birthday to Mr., one of my favorites, almost became the very special birthday today, Danny DeVito. Yeah, it's Danny DeVito's birthday, born 1944. Danny DeVito is, of course, an American actor. You know him. You don't know him from the TV show Taxi, but I do, because that's where I first saw him back in the 70s. He was great in that. He went on to do movies like Ruthless People, Twins, Batman Returns, in which he played the Penguin, one of my favorites. He's currently on a TV show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Happy birthday, Danny DeVito. But I want to wish a very special birthday to an important man in American culture and American television. Born in 1944, happy birthday to Lorne Michaels. If you don't know who Lorne Michaels is, you should, because he was one of the people who created the TV show Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live first aired in 1977. It has been on television ever since. It's maybe, arguably, one of the most important American television shows in American culture, as far as creating celebrities, commenting on current events, social happenings, politics. It pretty much invented the fake news commentary. Yeah. So a very happy birthday to a very important man, Mr. Lorne Michaels. Canadian producer, actor, comedy writer, creator of Saturday Night Live. Is it your birthday? Let me know. If it's your birthday, tell me, because I want to celebrate you. Let me know it's your birthday. I'll announce it to the world, and then you will be internet famous. But that's not why we're here. I know you're not here for the birthdays. You're not here for the Queen of England. No. You are here for the word of the day. Yes, my friends. I am here to teach you a word that you can use in the English-speaking world. And I hope that this word helps you to become quick and nimble. Quick and nimble? Is that a hint? Is that a clue? It is. What? Quick and nimble are words that can help you determine the meaning of our word of the day today, because our word of the day today is a noun. It is a noun. It's not a common word. In fact, this is the first time I've ever heard it, but it's a great word. Our word of the day today is legerity. Legerity, yeah. It's a noun. We know it's a noun because it ends in ity. Legerity. And it means gracefulness. Gracefulness of a person or an animal that is quick and nimble. You know, like a rabbit or a deer. These are examples of animals that have legerity. But here's a sentence for you with an animal. Common house cats have an extraordinary legerity that enables them to almost always land on their feet. Legerity. Yeah, quickness and nimbleness. It's not only about physical action, though. There's other types of legerity you can have. Here's an example. Some politicians have an amazing legerity with their words, but not their actions. Legerity, a gracefulness in a person or animal that is quick and nimble. legerity. Those are my sentences. How about you? Do you have a sentence using our word of the day, the noun legerity? meaning gracefulness of a person or animal who is quick and nimble? If you do, please write your sentence right here. See the comment section right there? See where I'm pointing? If you write your sentence right there, I don't know, maybe yours is on this side. I don't know. Mine is on this side. But if you write your sentence right there, I will see it. And then I will read it to the world. And you'll become internet famous. Legerity. That's our word of the day. I'm starting to do the COVID announcements again because apparently we need to. The numbers are going up. Not only are they going up, but they're going up quickly. They're going up, I guess we could say, with a bit of legerity, although we don't like legerity in everything. In the United States, we have 55.1 million cases of coronavirus. And that includes 1.3 million deaths. 1.3 million people have died in the United States. I'm sorry, in the world. This is not the United States. I'm sorry. This is the world. 1.3 million people have died in our world from this virus. A significant percentage. In the United States, we currently have 11.3 million cases, and we have lost 247,000 people. We lost 796 people. Almost 800 people just yesterday died from coronavirus. We are quickly approaching 250,000 people dead. And the reason why I want to bring back the coronavirus announcements is because I don't want any of those dead people to be you. I like you guys. I want you to stay alive, so please stay alive. Please wash your hands, right? 30 seconds every time, many times a day. Please wear your mask. A lot of people say masks don't help. Masks help. Are they 100% effective? No, nothing is, but they help. Wear your mask. Stay out of crowds. Don't go to the clubs. Don't go to the soccer match. Stay out of crowds. If we do these things, then yeah, we will be out of this terrible position we're in with legerity. In San Diego, we have 65,664 cases of coronavirus. 800 new cases yesterday. In total, we've had 926 deaths. No deaths yesterday, and that's a good thing. Let's keep that one going. In election news, not much to say. Joe Biden continues to plan and prepare for his turn at the presidency, while Donald Trump continues to keep his head buried in the sand. Doesn't seem like a good thing for a president to do. Of course, if his head is buried in the sand, I guess that's a safe place for him to be. That means he's not burying his head elsewhere. Waiting for December 14th. That's when the state electors will confirm the vote of the people and send the results to Congress. That is the next big thing happening. Yesterday, we talked about turkey. Why? Because Thanksgiving is coming. Thanksgiving is a week and a half away. And I gotta tell you, Thanksgiving is by far the most delicious holiday in the United States. Followed probably by Christmas, and then Easter, and then Halloween. But Halloween's really just all about the candy. Thanksgiving is about the delicious. Yesterday we talked about turkey. If you look at my Instagram later today, you will see that I will have posted, I used future perfect, a picture and a description of why we eat turkey on Thanksgiving, and a link to a recipe so that you can make turkey yourself. I hope you do. And if you do, make a picture. Take a picture. Today I want to talk about my favorite Thanksgiving side dish. Side dishes are the foods, the meals that we serve with the turkey. There's lots. There's stuffing. There's macaroni and cheese. That's what we're talking about today. There's mashed potatoes. There's Brussels sprouts. I'm going to give you guys recipes for all of these before Thanksgiving. But today I want to talk about a very special recipe, probably my favorite from my childhood. It's my grandmother's recipe, and my mom made it for me, and she taught me to make it. I taught my son to make it because it's his favorite side dish. It's the macaroni and cheese. It's the baked macaroni and cheese, and it is probably my very favorite of all of the Thanksgiving side dishes. That's true for many people, I think. How do you make macaroni and cheese? Well, I'll tell you because I've been making it for decades now. Cook the macaroni. Get a box or a bag of macaroni. Cook that macaroni according to the directions. Maybe, just maybe, cook it 1 minute less than the package says. Why? Because you're going to cook it a little bit more in the oven later. But that's not so important. Drain the pasta and put it into a casserole dish. Whatever you want to bake this macaroni and cheese in. Put the macaroni into this casserole dish. Add butter. Add butter. You probably want to use 3 tablespoons of butter for every pound, every kilo. So every half pound, every kilo of pasta. Add butter, coat the pasta, and stir. Add pepper. I like cracked black pepper. So delicious. Add flour. Add 1 tablespoon of flour for each tablespoon of butter. So equal parts butter and flour. You've mixed the butter and the pepper into the pasta. Now you're going to sprinkle all the flour in, and you're going to mix that in as well. Careful. This is where it starts getting heavy and hard to mix. But you still have to mix some more, because you got to add the cheese. 8 ounces of cheese for every pound. So that's 4 ounces of cheese for every kilo of pasta. It's going to be good. This is going to be good. It's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be healthy. Oh, no. Now, I like to use sharp cheddar cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want. You can use the Manchego if you really want to. You can use the Gouda. That would be a Gouda cheese to you. You can, of course, if you're from Switzerland, use that delicious Emmentaler. In the United States, we tend to use the Swiss cheese, and I like sharp Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese that has a tang, a bite back. Mix in the cheese. Mix in 1 egg for every pound of pasta. So for every kilo, you're going to use 1 egg. I'm sorry, you're going to use, all right. So a kilo, 1 egg. After that's all mixed in, you have your cheese, you have your flour, you have your butter, you have your salt, your pepper, all mixed in. You have the egg all mixed in the casserole. Now you're going to put cheese on the top. So it's all covered with cheese. Oh, this is going to be so delicious. Cover that with aluminum foil and put the whole thing into an oven that has been heated to 170 degrees Celsius. For you Americans listening, that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook that pasta for 45 minutes. Then take off the aluminum and cook it for another 15 minutes. That lets the cheese get nice and crusty and bubbly. Don't eat it yet. If you do, you will burn your tongue right out of your mouth. It's hot like lava. Wait. Be patient. Wait. Besides, you still have to carve your turkey. And that's enough time to wait. Macaroni and cheese. Baked macaroni and cheese. My family's recipe. I hope you make it. I hope you like it. If you check tomorrow, you will see the macaroni and cheese recipe posted right here on Instagram. Come back tomorrow, and we will talk about yet another delicious Thanksgiving food that you can make. Yesterday, we had fun. We talked about some idioms for eating. It was great, yeah. Remember, eat like a horse, eat like a bird. Yeah, eat like a pig. All of these eating idioms. Now, today we're going to do a few more. some idioms that we use not only for eating, but also some for hunger. What are some words, phrases, and sentences we can use to talk about eating and hunger? Here we go. Let's take a look. Number one. Did that? It didn't. Number one. To work up an appetite. If you work up an appetite, it means that you have done something that results in you becoming hungry. For example, if you go out into your garden and you work in your garden all afternoon and suddenly, I'm really hungry now. I've worked up an appetite. Or maybe you've gone to the gym. You had a really good workout session at the gym and you realize, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. I need to eat pasta right now. You have worked up an appetite. To work up an appetite is a phrase we use in English to talk about hunger, being hungry. What if you're not hungry? What if something makes you not want to eat, makes you want to avoid food? Well, then we can say that it has spoiled your appetite. Something spoils your appetite. If something happens, you see something, you do something that makes you not want food, that makes the idea of food make you maybe a little sick, we say it has spoiled your appetite. Think about the little kid who doesn't go home from school. Instead, he goes to the store and he buys the big box of cookies and he eats all of the cookies and then he goes home for dinner. And his mom wants to know why he's not hungry. He spoiled his appetite. Have you ever eaten someone for breakfast? What does it mean if we eat someone for breakfast? It's used to show that the person is going to easily defeat someone else. Yeah, think about the World Cup. Think about World Cup soccer. Think about the American team. Yeah, the American team never eats anyone for breakfast. They always get eaten for breakfast. The American team is always defeated. Unless it's the women's team. They eat people for breakfast. They eat people like me for breakfast. That's why I don't play soccer. To eat someone for breakfast shows that that person will easily defeat someone else. Eat your heart out. Eat your heart out is a phrase we use to taunt, to tease, to lightly troll a person for a skill or accomplishment, and to indicate that the speaker has performed better than the other people. Oh, I got an A on the test. I got a top mark on the test. You got the second mark. Well, eat your heart out. I did better. Oh, I have a PlayStation 5, and you just have a PlayStation 2? PlayStation 2? Well, eat your heart out. I've got the better one. I don't. I do not have the PlayStation 5. I guess I'll have to eat my own heart out. To eat your hat. Have you ever eaten a hat? Would it ever occur to you to eat a hat? Well, if you're not from the United States, you've probably never thought about eating a hat. If someone says they will eat their hat, what they mean is they are so confident that something is true. They are so confident that something will happen that they state in an exaggerated way that they'll eat their own hat if they're wrong. They're so sure they're right that if it turns out they're wrong, they will actually eat their hat. Now, I don't know if there are any examples in the world where someone has actually and really eaten a hat. Let's find out. Has anyone eaten a hat? The answer is yes. In fact, in the last few years alone, there are several documented instances of people actually eating their hats when they find out they're wrong. That's why We should never be wrong. To eat your words. If somebody eats their own words, this is a great expression. You'll hear this a lot. It means that when you are, after you claim that something is true, after you say that something is true and right, when you are proven wrong, you have to eat your words. It's kind of like taking your words back, undoing what you've said. If you say something if you claim it's true, but you turn out to be wrong, you might have to eat your own words, and nobody likes to do that. Eating crow. To eat crow, or to eat humble pie. This is a figurative meaning. It's when somebody has to be embarrassed because they were wrong. Just like we have to eat our own words, we say something that we claim to be true, and then we find out we're wrong. Yeah. We can also eat crow, or eat humble pie. If we say something and we are proven wrong and we're embarrassed because of it, we eat crow, or we eat humble pie. Yeah. Those are some expressions that we use in English to talk about eating and hunger. Types of eating and types of hunger. How about you? Do you use idioms for eating and hunger in your languages? What are they? Because I want to know. You don't even have to translate them because they're idioms. They won't translate directly. Just tell me your idiom and I will learn. That said, does anyone have any questions for me today about English, about idioms, about COVID in the United States, about the election, about Queen Elizabeth I? If you do, let me know. You can ask the question right now. Of course, you can always ask the question later on Instagram, or you can visit my website and ask me there, Chris@ChrisinEnglish.com. I guess that's it. I guess we've reached the end of our Tuesday together. I'm going to eat some tacos tonight. I'm going to make a recipe card for you guys. Oh, I have a recipe card for mac and cheese. Keep a lookout for that. I hope you all have a great day. Until tomorrow, please remember, my name is Chris. I love you all. Go away.